Hello, talented teachers all around the world. Welcome to Teachers Support Teachers, the planet of inspiration and creativity. If you're new to our channel, consider subscribing, sharing, and liking our videos so that you give us a kind of support. Each time we share different creative ideas for teaching English as a foreign language. So if you are interested to know about today's topic, stick around. Alright, so today we're going to talk about my idea. It's for second MS sequence 2. We're going to talk about the framework PDP, or pre, during, and post. For this framework, we use it with reading, writing, and listening. Today we're going to talk about the menu, as you can see here. And since we're going to talk about the menu, I think that it's better to use a listening lesson. So pre, during, and post listening. So let's start with the first activity, which is, of course, it's a whole. We start with these cards. The teacher sticks these cards on the board, like that, for instance. And on the other side, he or she sticks the pictures that represent different kinds of food. As you see, there are plenty of cards here. Learners will enjoy this game. This activity will be done during the lead-in. You know that there is a wormer and there is a lead-in. The difference between a wormer and a lead-in is that the wormer can be might not have a relationship to the lesson. It can be a song, it can be an exercise, it can be a game, just to stimulate learners and get them ready, break the ice. But for leading, it should have a relationship to the lesson. Okay, generally I prefer leading since we do not have enough time, so the first part of the lesson should be a lead in order to gain time and at the same time get learners amused and ready for the lesson. So these are the pictures that we have here. Learners try to match each picture with the right word. So they pass to the board, you give them the opportunity to discuss, to work in pairs, and match each picture with the right word. For instance, where is juice? Generally, there are some words which are very easy, like cola, like ice cream, or coffee maybe. Where is it? Coffee, cake, juice maybe. So these, when you have easy words that any learner might do, please invite slow learners to the board to do this, to do the easiest words, because they are going to gain confidence. They're going to love this session. They will know that they can do that. So here you're going to build a self-confidence in your learners, slow learners. Of course, quick finishers or quick learners are going to do all the activities, but what matters here is the stimulation, the engagement of slow learners. So whenever you have easy words, we're not here to prohibit learners or to stop them from thinking, etc. We're here to give them this kind of encouragement to work, to think that they can. It's not impossible for them to learn English. English can be learned. So we are here encouraging them, and of course they will pay attention to the rest of words. For, as I said, coffee, etc. You've got a mushroom soup. You've got fried eggs with sausages. You've got barbecue. You've got fruits. You've got tomato soup. For instance, pancakes, spaghetti, roasted chicken, a cake, green salad, milk, etc. We've got puree with some steak or with some meat. So this is the first part of the lesson, the lead in. Of course, imagine that all the cards are on the board. They are stacked on the board. Learners are analyzing. They might have some kind of thinking, etc. Now we come to pre-listening. For the pre-listening, you can ask them, for instance, if you want to have this kind of food, where do you go? Some pupils might answer, we can find this at home. Others might say at the restaurant. And here you tell them, how would you order such kind of food? And here you insert the word menu. Of course, learners are going to they are going to give the answers themselves. They will say menu. Good. At this level, you're going to give them hints about the listening script. For instance, you will have a boy with his family at a restaurant. They are going to order different kinds of food. You can ask them here, what are the parts of a menu? What would this family order? Learners might give different answers. You will help them. You will say that there are four main parts of a menu. They are four, and you stick them as they are, like that. Let's remove these. So these are on the board, okay? The pictures are on the board. Next, we stick these, and of course, the first part is you stick the word menu, and you stick the cards on the board. Excuse me for a while, you know. Okay, I don't have a large board. I have this small board, but it's okay. You see that they are large. It's A4, sorry. So you stick 4 recipients like that. Sorry, let's order this. And learners try to predict. They try to predict the parts of a menu. How would we start? How would we do? What would we have next? Etc. Okay? And you do not reveal the answers. You give them time to think first. Now they listen. Then, after the first listening, you give them the chance to check their answers by removing the upper cards. You see. Okay? They are sticky, so you stick. And of course, everything can be stuck on the board. Can be stuck, sorry. Okay? Starters, and so you remove the upper part of each Okay, so learners understand that in any course there is a starter, there is a main course, there are desserts and drinks. For the next or the second listening, of course, you're going to use some of the cards that we have already dealt with. So the family and the boy are at the restaurant and they are asking for certain or several stuff. For instance, for the starter, they will ask for green salad, for instance. And each time they listen, they put an idea in mind that they will use these cards in the right place. After you finish listening, you invite learners to pass to the board and to take just the words mentioned in the dialogue and match them with the right picture. For instance, drinks. For instance, they have dessert pancake, for instance. You've got fried chicken, roasted chicken for the main course, etc. So this is the second listening. Now for the post listening, since you've got all these great stuff on the board, you can invite learners to pass to the board, to face an audience, to play the role at a restaurant, and the waiter would come, for instance, and they can choose other aspects, other food items, for instance, and they pass here, and you can use these as containers. So you give them the right words. What would you order? I'd like some fruits, I'd like some barbecue, I'd like this, etc. So they practice orally, and communication is very important here. So during listening, of course, they are listening for a purpose. You give them tasks, and then they listen. Okay, and for post listening, they have to communicate. They have to run dialogues. They have to face an audience. They have to act. It will be great if they act using these pictures on the board. And of course, here I'm going to tell you that you're going to give them some time to think, to work in pairs. And then they pass to the board to do these acts. In order to, let's say, encourage them, and um, you can make a competition. You can ask them, tell them, sorry, that the best act would get a certain maybe reward card or maybe some sweets, etc. Just to encourage learners to do their best while acting. Don't judge them, don't prohibit them, don't frighten them. Just give them the freedom to speak, to act, to be free, to feel that they can do it. It's easy. It's very natural for them to act in front of their peers. So this is generally the PDP frame with this amazing work, and everything is with magnets, everything is laminated. If you want to get this kind of work, you can contact me on my Facebook page, Teachers Support Teachers. And if you want maybe the PDF version, you can visit my website. You will find the links in the description box down below. If you like this video, I know that it's been long. I did not post on my YouTube channel. So if you think that this video is useful for you and want me to post more, please don't hesitate to leave a comment in the description, down below, just to encourage me and push me up, because your love and support means a lot to me. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in another video, with God's will, of course.